What's this card? Join us. Matt and Allison are tying the knot. Take the plunge with them Saturday, June 22nd at their engagement beach party. There'll be no chance to get cold feet at this sizzling hot summer party. Takes place at Turtle Beach. This party is no stuffy ceremony, so join in if you want to see the couple let their hair down one last time before the walk down the aisle. RSVP by Friday, June 15th. It'll be a blast. Wow, Matt and Allison are getting married. Didn't see that coming.
Mike, you're here. So glad you could make it.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Great. Congratulations, you two.
Thanks.
Looks like a good turnout.
Yeah, we're happy so many people could come.
So you two are finally gonna get hitched. Who popped the question? Was it you, Matt, or did you propose to him, Allison?
Now, I decided to be the romantic one. I took Allison to the park where we had our 5-year anniversary picnic and asked her there. She was in a bad mood that day. I almost lost my nerve. I thought she was going to turn me down.
He's right. I almost left him in the park. I had a terrible migraine, stress at work, and he'd been acting so strange, I guess getting ready for the big question.
Have you guys settled on a date yet?
We're close. Sometime next July. You'll be around, won't you?
You can count on it.
Oh, I just saw my aunt arrive. Sorry to bail on you, Mike, right when you get here.
No problem. We'll catch up later on.
Great. See you both in a bit.
Okay, can I ask you something direct?
It's not like you've ever been one to beat around the bush.
Fair enough. Give it to me straight. Did she bully you into this?
No. Seriously, I really want this.
I tell you, when I got the invite, it really threw me for a loop. You've done a complete 180. Just a couple of months ago, you were telling me how you kind of missed playing the field.
I know, but things have changed. I guess I've settled down.
I guess so. What happened?
Well, remember that car accident Allison had? When I found out, it was a real wake-up call. I remember thinking I didn't know how I would live without this woman. It hit me. She was the one for me. I decided I should either marry her or stop seeing her.
Wow.
Really, and since I've proposed, everything has been perfect. I feel like $1,000,000. It was the right decision.
I have to hand it to you. It seems like you're really getting your life on track. You're a lucky man. She's a great person. You deserve a great woman.
Thanks. I appreciate that. But come on, this is supposed to be fun. Let's grab a beer and join the party.
Great idea.
To tie the knot.
To get married. Matt and Allison plan to tie the knot.
To take the plunge.
To follow through on a big or life-changing decision. On the invitation, it has a double meaning. It refers both to a plunge into water at the beach party and to the fact that Matt and Allison will be getting married. They have decided to take the plunge.
To get cold feet.
To be or to become afraid to do something. To have second thoughts. It is said that often a man or a woman will doubt a decision to get married just before the wedding. They get cold feet. Notice that you can also say, have cold feet. Do you think that Matt or Allison has cold feet before the wedding?
Stuffy.
Formal. Overly conservative in ceremony and style. Matt and Allison don't want an overly formal celebration. They've chosen a beach party because it isn't stuffy.
To let your hair down.
To celebrate in a free and uninhibited way. Everyone at the beach party will have fun and let go of their inhibitions. They'll act silly and free. They'll really let their hair down.
To walk down the aisle.
To get married. The beach party is an informal celebration before Matt and Allison walk down the aisle.
To not see something coming.
To not expect something. To be surprised by something. Mike was very surprised to learn that his friend was getting married. He really didn't see it coming.
All right, before we attend the party with Mike, we'll focus on a few more important expressions. Listen to the explanations and repeat the examples to help you remember what they mean. You'll hear them all used again when we pick up with Mike, Matt, and Allison at the beach party.
A turnout.
The number of people at an event. 4th of July fireworks usually have a big turnout. Notice that there's also the verb to turn out. Thousands of people turned out for the 4th of July fireworks.
To get hitched.
To get married. These days, this expression is an informal, humorous, and exaggerated way to say to get married. Ted couldn't believe that Doug, the king of bachelors, wanted to get married. He couldn't believe he wanted to get hitched.
To pop the question.
To propose marriage to someone. After 7 years together, Carl finally asked Mona to marry him. He finally popped the question to Mona.
To lose your nerve.
To lose courage. Marcus bragged that he would go bungee jumping, but when he had the chance to go, he didn't. He lost his nerve.
To turn someone or something down.
To say no to someone or something. Felicia received 4 job offers. They all involved moving far away, so she rejected all 4 offers. She turned down all 4 offers.
To settle on something.
To decide something after discussion, consideration, or negotiation. Philip knows what kind of motorcycle he wants to buy, but he isn't sure what color he wants. He's been thinking a lot about it, but he hasn't settled on the color yet.
To count on something.
To depend on something happening. To be sure something will happen. Kraus plans his time well and is always on time. You can count on him to be on time.
To bail.
To leave a person or quit a project earlier than expected. No one wants to work with Carol anymore. She bails whenever the workload increases. You can also say to bail out on someone or something. Carol always bails out on her colleagues when there's a lot of work to be done.
To beat around the bush.
To be indirect in approach in order to avoid confrontation. Julie never says what she means. She always beats around the bush.
To give it to someone straight.
To be direct and honest with someone. So many agents had told Brad they would call him and never did. He was happy when the last one was honest and told him he was not interested. Brad was happy that the agent gave it to him straight.
To bully someone into something.
To force someone to do something. Greg was smaller than most boys in the class. Bigger kids often bullied him into giving them his lunch money.
To throw someone for a loop.
To surprise someone. To confuse someone with something unexpected. Ricardo was surprised to see Randall in New York because he expected him to be in Chicago. Seeing Randall in New York threw Ricardo for a loop.
To do a 180.
To change in a drastic way. To turn completely around. It is difficult for people to recover from serious drug addiction, but with a lot of help and support, some people can do a complete 180.
To play the field.
To date many different people. Before she got married, Nancy dated many guys without getting too serious with any of them. She thought it was important to play the field before choosing the right husband.
To settle down.
To grow comfortable and content in a routine or situation, especially in a relationship with another person. Often, this implies growing older and more responsible, or less fun-loving and free, depending on how you look at it. Dave used to be a wild man, always going out to clubs or parties and always dating a different girl, but now he's very happy to stay home with his fiancée. He's really settled down.
To be a wake-up call.
To be something that changes your view of what is important or possible. Finding out he had lung cancer made Harris realize how bad smoking was for him. It was a real wake-up call.
To be seeing someone.
To date someone informally. Kyle and Marge are interested in each other and like to spend time together. They aren't officially a couple, but they've been seeing each other for about 3 months.
To hand it to someone.
To acknowledge someone's achievement. Our restaurant was about to go out of business, but the new manager made a lot of changes, and now it is thriving. I have to hand it to him. He has really done a good job.
To get something on track.
To make decisions and take actions about something that will lead to a favorable outcome. Years of gambling meant Thomas had no money saved and couldn't pay off his debts. Now that he has stopped gambling, he seems to have gotten his life on track.